Many people still think that Minecraft is just a simple world of blocks. In fact, even well-known buildings like the Cologne Cathedral or Hogwarts from the Harry Potter world have been lovingly recreated in great detail. What you can expect in this video is even more impressive. We'll show you the incredible technical functions that creative players have implemented into Minecraft with their buildings. One of these creators even helps oppressed people bypass censorship and even save lives. So, stay tuned here at Wonderlane. Oh, and take this opportunity to write us in the comments if you actually play Minecraft yourself, and if you've ever built something really cool. Let's start with this impressive invention, which a player already implemented 10 years ago. What you see here is not just a cat figure that can move. In fact, the player was able to combine his Xbox Kinect camera with the game, and thus transfer all movements he or his cat made in front of the screen at home live into the running game. At least, he was able to transmit himself into Minecraft at up to 30 frames per second, and thus entertain other gamers. However, the invention not only allows you to broadcast yourself live into the game, but in fact, you can also freeze your movements and create giant statues of yourself to immortalize yourself in the game world. Thanks to the gamer's invention, this also happens very quickly, because if you were to build a statue the size of yourself in such detail, you would obviously be busy for many hours. Let's continue with what is probably the most impressive city in Minecraft. While individual buildings in the huge Minecraft world rarely amaze you, it's a completely different story when it comes to detailed cities. And it doesn't get much more detailed than the largest city in the game, which is Greenfield. The project has been running since 2011, an incredible 10 years now, and Greenfield offers everything in almost photorealistic visuals that large real cities have in the real world. For example, there's a city center with huge skyscrapers, beautiful suburbs with lots of greenery, a port with shipping traffic, a large road network, or an industrial area with various factories. By the way, everything is built on a scale of 1:1 and can be comfortably explored by the player. More than 400 people from all over the world are working on the mega project, and although Greenfield is already over 20 million blocks in size, the construction is far from complete. In fact, only a fifth of the planned size has been reached. Now, let's move on to a Minecraft building, which is probably more important than anything else that exists in the gaming world. Last year, after 3 months of work, a huge library was opened in the game, which consists of more than 1.5 million blocks. The special thing here is not the look or the size, but the content. The building, called the Uncensored Library, was built by the organization Reporters Without Borders, which campaigns against censorship. The library contains newspaper articles whose content is banned for political reasons in many countries, such as Egypt, Saudi Arabia, or Russia, and is therefore not allowed to appear in the media. The newspaper articles have been transferred 1-to-1 into Minecraft book form, which makes the library thus really a real collection of books. Reading the articles would already be punishable for many people in their respective countries. However, since Minecraft is freely available in almost all countries, people from these countries can use this detour to get uncensored information from the library in Minecraft without the fear of being punished. The next building on the list is a real technical wonder. It's actually a fully functional smartphone that was created entirely in Minecraft. YouTuber Captain Sparkles collaborated with the American telecommunications provider Verizon to build a replica of a cell phone. In order for this to actually work, he also had to build a transmission tower in the game that was connected to the real world. After this was done, the smartphone in Minecraft could actually be used like a real cell phone in the real world, as the YouTuber proved in this video. He first showed how he surfed the internet with the smartphone, and then started a video call with himself, whereupon he would actually be seen live on the cell phone display in the game. game. Let's continue with probably the biggest project ever. It's called Build the Earth, which YouTuber PippinFTS started last year. His ambitious goal is to actually recreate the entire planet Earth 1-to-1 with the help of as many other players worldwide as possible. Both the game studio behind Minecraft and the well-known YouTuber MrBeast support the campaign, and almost 230,000 people are now registered on the associated Discord channel, where the construction is coordinated. Because the goal is to recreate the Earth 1-to-1 in every detail, the team is using various mods that remove the existing limitations in Minecraft. For example, very high mountains like Mount Everest are possible. In addition, PippinFTS relies on software that is connected to Google Earth, and thus automatically creates landscapes from real geographic data. So far, the results of the large-scale project are extremely impressive. On his YouTube channel, PippinFTS has already shown, for example, how the replica of the Japanese city of Kyoto currently looks with more than 1,000 detailed buildings. The Taj Mahal in India also looks very impressive in the Minecraft replica, and, in addition to the huge gardens of the original, also already has an interior. Even though the huge replica of the real world is, of course, very impressive, the next structure on our list is even more fascinating in technical terms. It is a real, functioning computer! More precisely, it's a quad-core PC with 4 processor cores. All 4 processor cores run independently of each other at different speeds. Each of the cores can store 128 lines of program code, and a total of 3,072 kilobytes of memory are available. In the real world, such values are, of course, not at all impressive nowadays. But if you consider that this is a computer built from virtual blocks in a game world, it's incredible. Among other things, the Minecraft computer can solve math problems or paint smileys, and create randomly generated drawings. Next, we would like to introduce you to a structure where you can just sit back and enjoy a wild ride. This is a roller coaster. Not just any roller coaster, but actually the longest roller coaster in all of Minecraft. It was built by Czech player Jermín and offers an incredibly varied ride. Among other things, you race through a jungle landscape with a jungle, a city with skyscrapers and a desert, and even shoot through the clouds into the sky and into outer space. In total, the ride, which features many sharp turns, steep inclines, and high drops, lasts more than 50 minutes. Because the roller coaster is so unique and good, it was even officially entered into the Guinness Book of World Records. Finally, here's a building that you can actually use to copy other buildings quite easily. It is a 3D printer that the YouTuber It's Just Jumbie invented 7 years ago. After the player had already built a 3D printer in Minecraft a year earlier, but it was still huge and very slow, this model is now compact and fast. To be more precise, this printer can be used to have any object reprinted within just 5 seconds, and that in 3D too. The only requirement here is that these objects must be no larger than 9 by 10 by 9 blocks. The material and colors, on the other hand, are freely selectable. With this fascinating invention, the player set the foundation for 3D printing in Minecraft, and now, years later, of course, many other players have already taken up the idea and further developed the technology. Meanwhile, for example, much larger 3D prints are already possible, as you can see in this video. That's it for the most incredible buildings in Minecraft. Write us in the comments, which list item impressed you the most? If you want to see more from us in the future, we would be happy about a like and a subscription. See you next time, here at Wonderlane.